you do when mom spends too much money on jewelry? Hi everybody, it's Janine over at Slow Happy Vintage, and I did a thing. So the last time I did this, I kind of feel like I was being a little bit of a jewelry snob. I mean, we all have our specific tastes and types of jewelry that we like and wear, but I think I was being a little harsh. What I'm referring to is the last time I bought an America's, I think they call it America's Thrift supply. It's a 5-pound mystery box. This time it was a bag, not a box. Here it is right here. This is how they delivered it. And I'm going to give it another try. I said I probably wasn't going to, but when I really looked at the last one that I got a lot of nice pieces in there. So I decided to try it again. What the heck? As for what I'm wearing today, I have my gold hoop earrings that I typically wear on repeat. I love these earrings. And then I have just a couple of little miscellaneous bracelets. I live on a ranch and we have livestock and dogs, and I run my dogs in agility, and I have miniature horses. So I have a very busy lifestyle, so it doesn't really warrant me wearing really fancy jewelry all the time. So I tend to wear just more simple things. I like to stack necklaces. Most of these are vintage. This is actually a Betsy Johnson little heart. I don't know what this is. It's just a pearl and gold tone thing. And then my favorite, this is an Avon necklace, and it's one of my favorite stacking necklaces. Anyway, and of course, and then I have my heirloom, I think I've shown this before. It's a Rose of Sharon ring with its 14 karat gold and amethyst with a little diamond in it. Anyway, that's what I'm wearing today, and I'm going to flip the camera around and we'll go see what America's Thrift Supply has for us today. Keeping an open mind, I'm not going to be judgy, and I'm not going to be a jewelry snob. This 5-pound bag came from Birmingham, Alabama. How do I open it? I guess I'm just going to cut into it. Invoice says I paid $43 for this. I had a discount code that was 15% off. For starters, what do we have? What is this? What is this? It's always really exciting to open up these bags. You never know what you're going to find. Ooh, I've got a slinky bracelet. Slinky bracelet, silver tone. Kind of fun. Now, I have my different bins. I have a yes bin, which is items that I typically sell in my eBay store. I have a maybe, and those are things that might need some more research before I decide what I'm going to do with them. I've got a worth fixing box. These are things that are too nice to put in the craft box, but might need some minor repairs. Then I have a craft repurpose box, and the last one is things that need to be tested. So this right here, I think I'm going to put it in the maybe. Well, actually, I need another box. I need a lots box. There, I found my lot box. And that is for jewelry that is the types of jewelry that I don't typically sell by themselves, but I would put in a lot, like really wearable jewelry that is desirable, but not something that I would sell individually. Like this bracelet, for instance. It's not super high quality metal. It's really cute, very wearable. And I tend to wear, less expensive jewelry often just because, like I said, I live on a ranch and I want to look cute, but I don't want to damage really important things. So I do have some really important things, but I don't often wear them around the ranch. So let's dump a bunch of this out and we'll see what we're working with. America's Thrift advertises as being a reseller's bread and butter, and we will see if that is necessarily true. Now, I am particularly fond of really vintage pieces, but look at how cute this is. This has got, looks like tiger's eye and other little metal things. I like that necklace. It does have a modern clasp. This lobster clasp is fairly modern, but that's a nice piece. I like that. I'm going to put that in maybe. Wow, those are some beads. This is a really heavy necklace. It's not a necklace. Pardon if I say my words. It's been a long week. This is going to go in craft simply because these beads are really fun, but they're so heavy and the stretch is not very stretchy, and it's also missing the second stretch part. So even as fun as that is, it's going to go in craft. Oh, we have a spider. Who are you? Doesn't look like you're marked at all. This would be really fun for Halloween. I think he's kind of cute. Not something I would sell by itself, but that's really fun. I like that stone in the middle. We'll put him in perfect for lots. And we have a bangle. That's a fun painted turquoise color. That would be another lot item. All of these boxes always have pearls. They say that pearls have made a comeback, but I don't necessarily see that's true. These are beautiful though. These are all hand knotted. They are glass. They've got some substantial weight on them. Yeah, they're glass. Those are really lovely. I think I'm going to put those in maybe. And another stretch bracelet. It's not missing anything. If it's not missing anything and the stretch is good, which it is, I'm going to go ahead and put that in perfect for lots. A lot of people still do like those stretch bracelets. Oh, we have a fun little ball chain with people on it. Oh, it's got all kinds of people. What the heck are you? That's a lot of children to be birthstone, but it could be a birthstone necklace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Somebody possibly had 8 children, and those are probably their birthstones. I don't know. I'm gonna look a little further. If those are actual birthstones, we'll test them. And we have a concentric ring necklace that, let's see, do you have wear on you? You don't have a lot of wear, but it's not that nice of a quality. I'm going to put that in craft. Oh, we have some more pearls. Oh, this is kind of a tangled mess, so let's go for something easier. Another little glass pearl bracelet. Ew, don't like the hair on it. Really nice stretch, cute little bracelet. Huh, I think I'll wear that right now. Okay. I am not sure what this is. What are you? You were signed. Looks like an NY, but it is Chico's. You know, I have never sold Chico's. I've heard people do sell Chico's necklaces. This one is a little bit tangled up, but it looks like it's got, I don't even know what these beads are. It's a mixed media. It's got acrylic, it's got metal, it's got, I think that's acrylic too. Oh, that's cute. I'll put that in lots. Okay, so we have some faux bezel set acrylic pieces on this one. It's kind of, does it have a clasp? Can I unclasp it? I don't think it has a clasp, so this might be locked into this. Oh no, it's not. Come out, wherever you are. There we go. No. We're trying. Can't seem to get this out. There. Almost. Nope, that's something different. Okay, so this one looks like it's got some glass beads and some metal. It doesn't look very high quality, but it is very wearable. So I'm going to put that in lots. We have freed this necklace, which is acrylic. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's very long. Be doubled over. So that will be in perfect for lots as well. And now we have another one of these. It is not marked. It's got those faux acrylic bezel set pieces with some faux pearls, and it's got a nice little jumble of charms at the bottom with acrylic and some little silver tone crosses. It's got a lobster clasp. That's not a bad little necklace. Put that in, perfect for lots. Okay, we have, it looks like a, it looks like this is made out of shoelaces. It's probably paracord. It's in really good condition. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Does the clasp work well? Yeah, the clasp is tight. It's like a peachy color. Put that in lots. Oh, we have a bunch of these. Look at that. They're actually very nice quality. I don't normally like stretch bracelets, but these are pretty nice quality. I'm going to stick them all together and put them in. I might be able to sell them all together like that. That's a nice little collection of glass stretchy pearl bracelets. Right, what is this? This is a multi-tone. It's got copper colored and silver colored, and it's like a roll-on bracelet with some, almost look like mother of pearl, but they're not shiny enough to be mother of pearl, so they're probably just acrylic. I might test those just for stones, just for fun. Thought we had something else we wanted to test. Oh yeah, we're going to test this. So I do have a little box for things that I want to test. Okay, we're not going to do earrings yet. Oh, more pearls. This is the pearl lot. You are a little lobster clasp and another really long individual knotted pearl necklace that, once again, it's really high quality. Those are lovely. The tone on those beads and the luster is actually quite well. That's going to be a maybe. I do hope pearls come back because I have a whole lot of them. All right, what is this? This says Alabama Crimson Tide. Does anybody know what Alabama Crimson Tide is? That's Alabama Red Tide. Is that a football thing? I don't know what that is. Little pendant necklace with a lobster clasp, and because I don't know what Alabama Crimson Tide is, we're going to go ahead and stick that in maybe so I can research it. We have a bracelet with a single pearl on it. I'm going to put that in craft. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't remember what they call this, but this is a nice little necklace. It is also another Chico's. But because of how unusual that is, I think I'm going to go ahead and put that in maybe. More pearls. These pearls look like they have a tag. This tag says, oh, Time and True. Time and True is a Walmart brand. And even though it is a Walmart brand, funny story, my daughter used to call Walmart Warmart. She couldn't, I don't know if she couldn't say the L or what, but it was always Walmart to her, so we continued to call Walmart Warmart. So this is a Walmart brand, and it's actually really lovely though. So we're going to put that in lots. Ooh, what are you? What are you? You go like this, so you are a double strand, very, I don't even know what style you'd call that. It's kind of Etruscan. It's got chain woven all around it. It does have a tag. Looks like a Chico's. Yep, it's a Chico's tag. The chain is a little bit worn, but it has a nice design style to it. We'll put that on the neck later. I think these chains need to be distributed a little bit better, but I'm going to put that in lots for now. Nothing really spectacular. But like I said, I'm not judging. I'm just going to go through with a great attitude. We'll hope to find something special. This is stretchy. It's got a bunch of little swirly things on it. They could be S's, but they just look swirly. It's not marked. The stretch is not great on this. and it doesn't look like it's anything special, so I'm going to put that in craft. We have, looks like a torque with a chain that does not want to let go. I would have to say that my other bag that I got was probably a bit better than this one. I'm not seeing a whole lot in this one that, well, number one, I haven't seen anything vintage in here. It's a very modern lot. This is a torque with a pendant. Does not have a maker's mark on it. It's a little bit scratched. I don't know if I can polish those scratches out or not. Maybe. Okay, I'll put that in lots. What do we have here? This looks very Brighton-esque, but it's most likely a faux Brighton piece. I don't see any maker's marks on it. When you see these lines in the backing of a piece, you know it's not a high quality piece. Doesn't look to be silver. It's another Alabama thing. I wonder if that goes with that other one that I need to research. Maybe I could put them together and have an Alabama football team lot. This one is not marked. Looks to be faceted glass black beads. It is pretty. Nice quality, heavy and cold. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in lots for now. See if I can shake some things loose out of here. How these things get so tangled, I will never know. This is a craft thing, and you know what? I'm just going to cut this because it's just knotted, and it's a little lace piece, and it's going to go in craft anyway, but I'm going to... These are often sold at the dollar store, and they're not that spectacular. There's some cracking in the finish of that, so that's going to go in craft. This little piece says something. Let me find my loop. It's Avon. Little Avon piece. It's probably silver plated. Looks like it can be monogrammed. I don't know. I'll go ahead and research that one a little bit more. This looks like a Kendra Scott. Problem is there are a lot of pieces that resemble Kendra Scott that aren't anymore. She's been duplicated by a lot of other companies in her style, so it's unfortunate. All right, what is this turquoise thing? I don't know if that's real turquoise. That is potentially turquoise. You can feel the crevices and cracks, and if you look inside the holes, you don't see any white. If it's dyed howlite, you would see kind of like some white in there. That could possibly be turquoise. I have not tested a whole lot of turquoise. I have a lot of turquoise, but I'm going to put that in for testing. Do you have a clasp? Can I get you untangled by opening your clasp? Maybe. I hope I don't bore you by spending some time untangling. Because unfortunately, that's kind of par for the course with these mystery lots. I actually like untangling things, but I know sometimes it really bores people. Oh, this looks like it's been... What is this? This looks like it's been damaged. I don't want to break that chain, but... Oh, there we go. Let's see what this is. What are you? So let me know in the comments, have you ever gotten a mystery box from America's Thrift? And if you have, were you happy with it? This does not have its other little end cap here. And I'm going to put that off to the side in case it's rolling around inside this bag somewhere. So what is this? A little bracelet. Looks like it's faux leather with some gold tone and woven. Actually, it looks like real leather. It's a nice little cuff bracelet. I'll put that in lots. Okay, this is a good craft piece. Wouldn't it be nice to find some gold in here? That would be a saving grace. But right now, I'm not seeing much in the way of vintage or any precious metals. Of course, they don't guarantee you that you're going to get anything special in these boxes. This is just a older chain, not very spectacular. It's a very bright gold. I'm not fond of this really bright gold. I like a more natural gold, but I might have a pendant that can go on that. Actually, no might about it. I'm sure I have a pendant that can go on that. All right, what else can we untangle? Oh, I'm still back at this piece. Come on. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera off and do some work on untangling this, and I'll get back to you. Be right back. Yeah, it's been a while, and I am still untangling. I think the next time I am thinking about getting one of these mystery boxes, somebody needs to talk some sense into me. I mean, not that they're bad, and I'm sure some people have found some really nice things in them. It's kind of like gambling, though, and I'm not a gambler. I like a sure thing, and these mystery boxes, I must say it's very fun going through them, but I at least want to be able to, oh, I put that in lots, by the way. I at least want to be able to make my money back on a purchase like this. I normally, when I go out sourcing for things, I always look at the things I'm buying. I don't mind paying money for things if I know that I can at least recoup my investment. And that's pretty easy to do when you're sourcing individual items. But on a lot like this, it's kind of a crapshoot as to whether or not... Oh, these are extender chains. I can actually use these extender chains. That's kind of a nice find. I mean, not that they're very expensive or anything, but it's just nice to have them on hand without having to buy new ones. What was I saying? Little jewelry chit chat here. So I've been thinking a lot about reselling lately. Sales on eBay have been slow, and I'm thinking about trying to branch out to some other platforms, but I am not sure which platforms to branch out to. This looks like an older chain. Where's the end of this chain? No, it's not, but it's a decent little chain. I like the detail on it. So we'll try to get that one undone. So as we are untangling, more about reselling. I don't know. I don't really care for Poshmark and all of the sharing of closets and that kind of thing. I have tried Mercari. I didn't really like Mercari either. I've had some luck on Facebook Marketplace. But let me know in the comments what your favorite resale options are. We have a local swap meet that is $25 for the day, but I'm really worried. I know some people, if actually I buy from some people at the swap meet, and they have said that theft is a big issue at the swap meet. And I was just offered a space in an antique store, but I'm mulling that idea too. I have always been intrigued about having an antique store or having a booth in an antique store. But the thing that I'm concerned about in our area, rent for a booth in an antique store is $2.75 per square foot. So even the smallest booth, like a 10 by 10 by 10 or 10 by 10 and a half, is going to run, $280 a month. So this looks like a moonstone with the rhinestone on a little lobster clasp chain. This could be for a lot. So anyway, and on top of rent, you need to pay 13% of your sales. So I figure for the privilege of having a booth in an antique store here, you basically need to sell $315 worth of merchandise just to break even. That's just to basically have the privilege of having a booth in the antique store. And to me, that's a lot. I kind of look at it like, well, you're giving away $315 of merchandise every month just for the privilege of having a booth. I'm not sure if that's going to pencil out in the long run. I mean, if you love it and you love going weekly to work on the booth, and that might work. But I have a really busy life, and I want to devote more time to YouTube and my dogs and my horses and my family, and I just don't know. We also have another business that we run. That's the business that really pays all the bills that I need. I'm the office manager and bookkeeper for that I need to spend time with as well. So I'm not quite sure if that would be in the best interest of everything that I've got going on here. Let me know in the comments if you have a booth or if you've ever done that and if it worked out for you. I do have a friend that has one locally, and she says it's been worth her while. And she actually lives out of town. Okay, so this says something on it. It probably says China, but I'm going to take a quick look. Close. It says Korea on it, but it is a nice older chain that I can put a pendant on, so I'm going to hang on to that. Where were we? Antique stores. I do love antique stores. And and the other thing about having a booth in the antique store is I don't want it to suck the life and joy out of what I do. The thought of having to source constantly and refill the booth, and not that it would be that hard, I don't think, but that's an added pressure that you need to keep in mind. And I do know, I know of some people who use antique store booths as storage for their merchandise, which if you needed storage, I guess that would be a sweet deal, because here you've got storage as well as, instead of paying a storage building, you're paying the antique store to have a booth, but your stuff is still for sale. So it's kind of a win-win in that regard if you don't have storage. But I have plenty of storage, so I don't need to really worry about that. So in that regard, once again, it's a strike against having an antique store. And I also think it's kind of a disservice to the antique store if you're just using it as storage, because you may have a lot of stuff in there that might be overpriced or not sellable, because you got to keep up with the trends too. So I'm wondering if eBay is just the right thing for me. My goal is to not make a killing on eBay. It's just, I started it for fun. I really enjoy pretty much every aspect of it. I've not had any problems in selling on eBay. But like I said, it has been a little slow. But I'm still meeting my goal. It's been surpassing my goal. My goal has always been to make a couple hundred extra a month to pay for my mini horse feed and my dog sports. I run my dogs in agility, and classes for that can be fairly expensive. Here's another chain that I'll keep. So it's been more than taking care of that. And it's just a fun hobby. It's a way for me to do what I love to do, which is find cool things and put them in the hands of people who love them. I cannot tell you the number of really fun messages I get from people about how they've been looking for a specific something and I happen to have it for sale and they're thrilled to buy it. It's always fun to get mail like that. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera off and keep going because this is quite a tangling thing going on. I finally got through everything. Took quite a while. So all of this stuff down here is just mismatched earrings. I've already checked them. Doesn't look like there's any gold or anything. Off to craft you go. Where did I put the craft stuff? There it is. All right, then that's craft. This I'm going to test. And this is a real pearl. I don't know if that's gold, but we'll check that. This is a stone of some kind. We're going to check that stone. These are not very expensive, but they're blingy and fun. So this one's missing a rhinestone, but I'll fix that one. Those red rhinestones are really pretty. So we'll go ahead and put that in worth fixing. I did find the other end to this bracelet, and it's a nice stainless steel bracelet. So I'm going to actually, I need to glue that on, so we'll put that there. These earrings, they look to be horn, carved horn. They're kind of nice. So we'll put those in maybe. And then this thing, it's pretty cheap, and I didn't really want to finish untangling it, so it's just going in craft. Somebody can use the chain and all. These are acrylic, but I like those chains. So what I'm going to do is see if I'm probably going to just take these off. There's two of them. Take these off, stick the pendants in craft, and I might keep the chains for another purpose. Then this is also a decent chain with a faux pearl. Looks like it's supposed to have something hanging off of here. So we'll probably put that in craft. And then this is the same necklace, but it's got a little snowman on it. And these are laser cut. I'm not sure what kind of metal it is. We have some Christmas ornaments made out of that. I can put it with my Christmas stuff. I do have a Christmas lot forming. So we'll stick that with the Christmas lot. And this necklace, I think is it another Chico's? Oh no, this is Premier Designs. Premier Designs, yeah. So it's okay. It would go in a lot. These beads are kind of fun right here. I'll put that in lots. Got a couple religious pieces, blessed beyond measure. This is a little copper pendant on a leather chain, and then I also have these little bracelets that probably go together that have some little crosses on them. But they're in nice condition. They can probably all go together. And it's little bezel set glass pieces. Once again, nothing exciting. Not silver. There was this chain that's Mark Sterling. It's Mark Sterling, Italy. We'll go ahead and test that. And lastly is this. What is this? What are you? Another Chico's. So this Chico's piece, it looks like this center piece is a little bit of a hot mess. I can probably bend this back into shape. It doesn't look like it's missing anything, but do I want to? Or just throw it in craft? I don't know. What do you think? That's got to be fixed. And then this chain down here, there's two chains that need to be reattached, which isn't that big of a deal. So I'll put those in. I'll fix them all. It's a big necklace. All right, so that is it. Let's test a couple of things and get on with our day. We really don't have much to test in this lot. I've just got this little chain. That is going to be testing for silver. And, oh, look at that. It's not silver. Okay, so even though this chain is marked as silver, it is not. Okay, so that is a good reminder to everybody. Even though something might be marked as such, it can be deceiving. So we'll go ahead and test this. even though I doubt it's anything. And we're going to test this little earring. It'd be nice, even if one of these little earrings or something are something, could pay for the whole box, but don't have my hopes up. This is 14 karat gold, so we'll stick that on there, and of course it's eating it right up. Everything got eaten up. Do not have high hopes for any gold in this lot either. Let's check our magnet. Well, yeah, so that's not going to be, it's probably gold plated, and same with this. This one is not, but by the looks of it, it's probably brass underneath. Okay, so safe to say no gold in this lot. And Presidium, what are we going to test? So I'm going to put, let's test this earring while we're here. So what are you? You are little amethyst. And what about this little thing? Okay, we've got an amethyst and a diamond chip. What to do with that? Don't know what to do with that. How about this one? That is going to be jadeite, so we're going to turn this into a pendant. These little guys are probably glass. Yes. I'm going to stick all these little guys in craft. This one has a couple of stones that look to be just glass, but I mean that's wearable. We'll put that in lots. So I am not an expert on turquoise by any means, but I do have a lot of genuine turquoise. This is turquoise, and if you look at the Presidium and you try to test turquoise, it basically just tests in the glass range. This stone, of course there are different types of turquoise, but if I put the probe on this, it goes clear all the way up into the jadeite spinel to the jadeite spinel. So I am not sure what stone is that hard. It's a pretty hard stone. So I'll have to do some more research on this, but this is not a very expensive piece. So I'm going to venture to think that these are not turquoise. These are the few things I'm going to be keeping for resale. Our little snowman here with a pearl. We've got some little earrings, the bone earrings or hoof or whatever they are. Both of these turned out to be vintage Avon, so we'll go ahead and try to sell those. These are University of Alabama, this one and this necklace, and they actually do resell, so I'll probably sell them as a lot. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these pearls, if pearls ever come back. They say they are, but I don't know if they are, so we'll give that a try. This is another Avon piece. This is the Chico piece that has the interesting, I'm not sure what that is called, that type of link or composition. And then I believe this is a Chico piece too. I got all of the little loops back attached, and then I fixed that fancy disco ball rhinestone piece as well. And here are some of the other items from this lot. I might have to rethink a couple of these because once I got them out and looked at them a little bit better, like this piece is a really nice faceted glass necklace. The spider's awfully cute. I'm not sure about this. Has a very tribal feel to it. The torque is actually pretty nice. Those are just okay. Bracelets are just okay. And then this necklace up here turned out to be kind of nice too. So I might have to revisit some of those as far as what I might sell singularly. I guess I gotta just branch out and do some things that aren't vintage once in a while. Okay, so I changed my mind. This is going to be my craft lot. There are a lot of items in here that are not craft, like all of these bracelets are wearable. I'm including this, I believe this is dyed howlite, not exactly sure what that stone is. We've got all of these necklaces up here are very wearable. And then we've got the pile of somewhat wearable, miscellaneous, and non-wearable things that I showed in the video. If anybody wants this lot, let's do, gosh, because there's a lot of wearable stuff in here, maybe, I don't know, $12 plus shipping. If anybody's interested, send me an email at slowhappyvintage@aol.com. $12 plus shipping. Shipping, let me weigh it just real quick. It's almost 2 pounds of craft and wearable jewelry. That's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed watching the unboxing of America's Thrift mystery 5-pound box of jewelry. I think having an open mind was good. I did find some cool things. I'm going to try to venture out and sell some of the Chicos, and I'm starting to get my interest peaked a little bit on some of these other pieces of jewelry. And if you saw anything else in the video that you might be interested in, let me know. Until the next video, have a great week. Pop-Tart. Hey, Pop-Tart. What is it, Ryan? You found a turtle? Where do you think it came from? Be nice. Right. Right.